Hey guys, Mr. Backberg here. In this video, we're going to look at finding trig values using reference angles to help us out. Now we're going to take and combine a few different ideas that we've been talking about here in this chapter to try to help us find some trig values. And the first thing we're going to look at is finding the cosine of a negative 240 degree angle. So what I'm going to do first is draw out this negative 240 degree angle in standard position. So a negative angle, remember that means that we're rotating clockwise around. If we made it halfway, that would be a negative 180 degree angle. So I need to go past that, and I'm going to end up landing up here in the second quadrant. So this is my negative 240 degree angle. Now what we're going to do is revisit coterminal angles. So we've got this negative 240 degree angle, but I can find a coterminal angle for this by adding 360 degrees. Now when I do that, I'm going to get 120 degrees. So what that's going to be is this angle over here going counterclockwise around and landing at that terminal side. That's our 120 degree angle. Now we talked about some special angles and doing trig with those special angles. We talked about 30 degree angles, 45 degree angles, and 60 degree angles. What I want to look at in here is this reference angle. And remember, a reference angle goes from the terminal side of our angle to the nearest x-axis. We just figured out that this blue angle up here was 120 degrees, meaning that this angle over here, if we're trying to get to that x-axis over here, would be a 60 degree angle. So what we can actually do, instead of looking at the cosine of this negative 240 degree angle, we can actually look at this 60 degree angle to help us out. Now, I'm going to do the cosine of 60 degrees. And since that's one of our special angles, we should remember that the cosine of 60 degrees is a half. But we do need to make one adjustment to this answer because we're in the second quadrant. When we're dealing with cosines in the second quadrant, our answer needs to be negative. So I would actually want to take this 1/2 and make it negative 1/2. So the cosine of a negative 240 degree angle is negative 1/2. Now in this next example, I want to look at finding the tangent of 675 degrees, again by combining some different ideas. Now as I'm thinking about trying to sketch this angle out in standard position, it might be kind of difficult to draw out a 675 degree angle, so I'm going to make that angle smaller, again using the idea of coterminal angles. Instead of adding 360 though, if I want to make this angle smaller, I'm going to subtract 360. Now when I do that, I should get 315 degrees, and that angle is going to be a lot easier to draw out than 675. Remember, one full circle around would be 360, and since we've got 315 degrees, we're going to land a little short of that. So it's going to look something like this. This is our 315 degree angle. If we look at finding that reference angle in here, I just said one full circle would be 360. This blue angle is 315, meaning that this pink reference angle in here is 45 degrees. Now, instead of doing that tangent of 675, we're going to use our 45 degree reference angle. So if I do the tangent of 45 degrees, that's one of our special angles. The tangent of 45 degrees is 1. But what we have to remember is to look at what quadrant we're dealing with. Our angle rotated us around into the fourth quadrant, and tangents are negative in the fourth quadrant. So instead of 1 being our answer, the tangent of 675 is going to be negative 1. That's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching.